everyone, it's Lindey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about selling in the health and beauty categories and how to avoid getting your account restricted on eBay. So if you are a viewer that has viewed any of my other YouTube videos, you probably know that health and beauty is my absolute favorite category to sell in on eBay. And I know that a lot of my viewers also like to sell in that category. However, I've been noticing a lot of comments and questions from viewers about accounts being restricted on eBay on certain items that are sold within the health and beauty space. I have kind of touched on this in a few videos here and there, mostly monthly sales recap videos where we kind of addressed it because I had a melatonin listing pulled down. There was this whole thing going through eBay removing listings of mine and other sellers, and nobody understood exactly why. So I kind of addressed that in those videos, but I've been noticing another surge of these kind of comments and concerns, so I figured that this topic deserved a standalone video discussing it. Because if you're a newer seller, learning an online platform is tough enough without having to have that concern of your listings either being removed for violation of policy or eBay restricting your account and getting suspended. And hopefully this video can alleviate some concerns and help you along with that process so that this doesn't happen to you. Before I go any further, I do want to give just a really quick thank you to Wholesale Ninjas for sponsoring today's video, and I'll talk a little bit more about them and my experience selling with them on eBay. But first, I want to talk to you about why some accounts are getting restricted on eBay for selling in the health and beauty space. And honestly, this is not as complex or complicated as you might think it is. There's a lot of sellers out there right now that are trying to sell in the health and beauty space because you see that there's a need for it. Consumables is a really hot market in the online selling world, but a lot of sellers are concerned that selling in this space makes you a target for getting restricted or having your eBay account suspended because maybe you've just listed a few items at random, you find out that it's breaking policy, your listings get removed, you put them back up, eBay restricts your account, the whole thing seems very confusing. I've gotten a lot of questions asking, are there certain items in the health and beauty space that you need to have permission for? Are you not allowed to list items that have expiration dates? Why are there certain items being pulled down when others are not? And some sellers are getting restricted while others aren't. What is the meaning of all this? Why is it happening? There is a very, very simple fix to that, and that is anything that has an expiration date, anything that could be seen as an over-the-counter, a supplement of any kind, do not enroll it in the eBay Global Shipping Program. And yes, it's just that simple. So the eBay Global Shipping Program is this program that eBay developed to give eBay sellers the ability to sell internationally without having to go through the whole rigmarole of customs forms and paying expensive exportation fees. It allows eBay sellers to sell worldwide without having to worry about an added headache. Although I don't really think eBay foresaw this whole supplement HBA category really being a problem, because that has been the primary reason why sellers are getting their accounts restricted and listings are getting pulled down. And that's because a lot of supplements that are seen as over the counter or just purchased off of a store shelf, while it's perfectly fine here in the United States, overseas it might be a prescription only product. And unfortunately, when it comes to the eBay Global Shipping Program, eBay hasn't exactly filtered out those kind of items. And that means that they're punishing the sellers for this. And while I don't agree with it, the only fix is to just not enroll these items in the eBay Global Shipping Program. The biggest example that I have of this is melatonin. So most melatonin doesn't have an expiration date, but some do. It turns out that melatonin is a prescription only supplement in the United Kingdom. Don't know why, but it is. And so months ago, there was this surge of eBay sellers having their accounts restricted. I know I personally had like 4 listings pulled down, and all I was doing was selling melatonin. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong. Neither did possibly hundreds of other sellers. We didn't know we were doing anything wrong. But come to find out, melatonin is actually restricted in certain countries, and when you have that supplement enrolled in the eBay Global Shipping Program, that opens it up to buyers all over the globe, including those countries where that item is prescription only. And when that happens, instead of eBay simply excluding those items from the eBay Global Shipping Program, instead they end up punishing us as sellers, removing our listings, and potentially restricting our accounts just depending. I've also been getting a lot of of people asking why exactly some sellers are getting their accounts restricted for this and some sellers are just simply having their listings removed. Because I was one of those sellers, I just had multiple listings removed. I didn't get threatened with suspension. I didn't get my account restricted for 3 days or 7 days. My listings just simply vanished off of eBay. And from what I can tell from my experience and also having interacted with several different eBay reps about this topic, it seems that some sellers are getting restricted because maybe they don't have as much history for eBay to go off of, and so it's like a very physical slap on the wrist to make sure that that seller doesn't do it again, versus sellers that might be more established and have less violations in their record. Those are the sellers that might just get their listings removed versus a suspension. It also might have to do with how many listings are removed. If you have 1 or 2 listings removed, then that might be the only repercussion, versus if you're a seller that has maybe 3 or 4 listings all removed in the same day, your account might be flagged and restricted because there was a lot of negative activity all at once. And so really when it comes to this account restriction, suspension, listing removal, there really is no rhyme or reason. There's no guideline that we have to go off of. It's just based on assumption, really. So the best thing that we can do to protect ourselves and protect our eBay store from being restricted or suspended from the platform is just simply not to include those kind of items in the eBay Global Shipping Program. So if you have any items that would normally be seen in the pharmacy department, for instance, whether it's an over-the-counter pain reliever, a topical pain reliever, any form of herbal supplement at all, even eye drops, basically anything that has an expiration date, just simply do not enroll it in the eBay Global Shipping Program, because it would be nearly impossible for us to track what exactly is considered prescription in other companies versus here. And these guidelines are always changing, so it's just best that we just exclude them from the eBay Global Shipping Program entirely. So if you are a seller that has opted into the eBay Global Shipping Program, all you should have to do in your listing is just go into the shipping area and just simply uncheck the box for enrollment in the eBay Global Shipping Program. You are able to have some items enrolled in the eBay Global Shipping Program while others are not. It's just simply checking or unchecking that box in the shipping section in your Create a Listing page. So if you already have a listing that's active, just go to revise it, scroll down to the shipping area and just simply uncheck the eBay Global Shipping Program box. And if you're creating a brand new listing, while you're going through the shipping section, just make sure that that box remains unchecked when creating a new listing. As a general rule, these items are allowed to be listed on eBay. This is another question that I get very, very frequently, and that is, are you able to sell items with expiration dates? Are there any specific requirements involved? Do you have to get a special permit? Do you need a business license in order to sell these kind of merchandise? And the answer to all of that is yes, you can absolutely sell. You do not need a special permit. You do not need a business registration. Anybody can sell anything on eBay, even if it has an expiration date. But if you are trying to list something that is restricted on the eBay platform, which this has not happened to me very frequently, sometimes if there's a product recall, eBay will flag your listing when you try to send it live. But as a general rule, almost everything is allowed, with the exception of things from this last year, with, considering things like hand sanitizer or diapers or anything that could be seen as essential during a pandemic. eBay will just simply stop you from being able to list those items on the platform, but as a general rule, everything else is allowed. Also, if you're thinking to yourself, well, I've had several items enrolled in the eBay Global Shipping Program and they have not yet restricted my account, they haven't removed my listings yet, that must mean I'm fine. That's not necessarily the case. I had melatonin products listed for months on eBay before they started pulling my listings down. Sometimes there's just so much data on their site, it takes them a while to get through to find your listing to do something about it. So please don't think that just because you have certain over-the-counter supplements with expiration dates enrolled in the eBay Global Shipping Program, and just because you haven't had any sort of restriction yet, just because you haven't had your listings pulled down yet, don't think that you've gotten away with having it enrolled, because if eBay has a problem with it, they will find it, they will pull it down, and you will have consequences for it. So it is of my opinion to any seller that is selling in the health and beauty space, if you're selling anything with an expiration date, anything that's seen as over the counter, even if it's just an herbal supplement, even if it's not considered a medicine, even if it is just a homeopathic substance, I would highly recommend that you unenroll those listings in the eBay Global Shipping Program to avoid eBay completely removing your listings off of the platform, or to avoid potential suspension because you're trying to sell an item internationally that's technically not allowed. And for all of my viewers that enjoy selling in the health and beauty category as much as I do want to give just another thank you to Wholesale Ninjas for sponsoring this video. Wholesale Ninjas has been my primary supplier of all of my personal care and health and beauty merchandise that I sell on eBay for over 2 years now. They're the first place that I go because their quality control is always on point. They do a great job of filtering out items that are expired. They package the boxes very, very nicely so that there's little to no breakage. That means that I'm able to sell almost everything that comes in their boxes. I've sourced with other liquidation companies before where things are just tossed in there. I open up the box, half of the stuff is so damaged I can't even sell it. There's a bunch of expiration dates that have already passed and I can't sell those. So that's why Wholesale Ninjas has been my preferred supplier and the first place that I go when I need inventory for my eBay store. Because they are a sponsor of my YouTube channel, I do have a coupon code for them. The code is Lindey25 and it gets you $25 off of anything that they have on their site. I'll make sure to link my favorite lots down in the video description below, along with my coupon code so that you could save $25 off of any lot that you select. Thank you again to Wholesale Ninjas for partnering with me for this video, and thank you guys for watching. If you like this video and videos like this and you appreciate me giving you a heads up to avoid suspension when selling in the health and beauty space, make sure to give me a thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and ring the notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I post a new video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments below. And don't forget to check the video description because I always leave a lot of useful information in there for you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. I will see you with my next video. Bye-bye.